Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you had a great week. Hope all of you having a great Friday night. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, you know why I'm here. I know why you're here. Clap it up. Clap it up. And keep clapping it up. Oh man, just imagine I clapped for like 2 more minutes. That was impressive. That was awesome. That was entertaining, exciting. I mean, there's many more adjectives I could throw in there. That was just a sight to see. If you missed it, I feel sorry for you. I mean, it felt like I was watching, I don't want to say like the Super Bowl or whatnot, but it felt like I was watching a regular season NFL game. I was really engaged, in tune, and outside there not being a lot of fans there, it was a great environment, and you just felt like it was an important game, and we all know why. Let's not act like we don't. Let's address the elephant in the room. It's because Shedeur Sanders was starting. He was making his, and do I call it a real debut? We'll call it a preseason debut. How about that? But you get the point. As when I'm speaking and making this video, the game isn't even technically over, but I got to hurry up so I can get this video uploaded for you guys. There's a couple minutes left, but Shedeur, he's not going in there. They put in Tyler Huntley. His night's over with. There's so many places to start with this. I don't even know. By the way, I want to address this while I'm thinking about it. They just interviewed him. I can't remember what girl it was. They gave him a setup question. So the Browns set him up to fail by not even giving him any. Well, they gave him some, but barely any first-team reps. And then the reporter asked him, after this amazing performance, oh, yeah, do you think you played good enough to go up the depth chart? Come on, man. What are we doing? That's a setup. It's like they want Shedeur to be cocky, be an a-hole, and mess up the teammate chemistry. But he didn't fall for it, so kudos to him. First things first, before we get going, I want to throw this in there. For all the losers, I'm talking about straight-up losers, dorks, nerds, and dweebs, and twerps, whatever you want to call them, saying, oh, yeah, Matt, you're just deriding Shedeur. I've seen the comments the past week or two. Matt's deriding Shedeur. Matt must have some relationship with him. Why is he hyping him up? Why is Matt talking about this 5th-round pick? So I'm like, shut up, nerd. Let me ask you a question. Who's deriding? Who's glazing? As cringy as that word is. But seriously, I call things for how I see it. And also, let me throw this in there at the beginning of this video. I am going to toot my own horn a little bit. I've been wrong about many things on this channel. I've had some terrible takes, some bad predictions when it comes to college football games and whatnot. But there's 2 areas where I never, and I mean never miss. Quarterbacks, head coaches. When it comes to evaluating head coaches and quarterbacks, I'm always, and this sounds arrogant, but it's reality, spot on the money. Been telling you since the Jackson State days. I can't even believe it's been that long. I didn't care that Shedeur wasn't playing great competition at Jackson State. Some players, some people in this life have the it factor. And Shedeur, he has it. Another great example, LaMelo Ball. Even the Chino Hill days, I was telling people, oh yeah, he's going to be a superstar. He has it. When I see it, and if you can evaluate talent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know it from day one. Some people in this life, it's the way they walk, carry themselves. It's just different from other people. Always felt that way about Shedeur. I've hyped him up as one of the best quarterbacks in the country ever since, not the Colorado days, but the Jackson State days. He was one of the best quarterbacks in college football for years, and I think he's one of the best rookie quarterbacks heading into the NFL, or I guess now he's technically in the NFL, but you get my point. So for all these Shedeur haters that for years have been asking, Matt, why are you hyping up this dude? He's overrated. You saw it tonight. This is why. And what's real funny is all the haters of the Sanders family, you know what they're going to do, right? They're going to continue to move the goalposts. Whatever Shedeur does, it's not good enough. So when he was at Jackson State, what did people say? Oh, yeah, well, he ain't playing anybody. Let's see him do it at the Division I level. He's doing it at Colorado. What are people saying? Oh, yeah, well, he's not doing it in the SEC. He's not doing it in the Big Ten. Made it to the NFL, and what are people going to say now? Oh, well, it's the preseason, and I'm glad I'm bringing this up because it leads me to my next point perfectly. I don't want to see anyone in the comment section saying, oh, man, we talk about the preseason. You're hyping up a preseason performance because those are the same people that would have been throwing Shedeur to the fire if he would have went out there tonight going, we'll say 4 for 15, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. They'd have been calling him a bust, and you know I'm right. That's what I hate about this situation. Here's one thing you need to understand about me and this channel, and I pride myself in this. I'm going to be the first person to critique you, but I'm also going to be the first person to praise you. I have been very hard on Shedeur. He did some things at Colorado that I thought was bad, and guess what? I called him out on it. He had some games where I didn't think he played so well, and what did Matt do? Called him out on it. And guess what, buddy? If he'd have went out there tonight and laid an egg, had an abysmal performance, I'd have been just as quick to make that video as I am making this one right here. I keep the same energy. You play good, I'm going to talk about it. You play bad, I'm going to talk about it. Nothing changes. You know what I'm about to say next? Fortunately for the Sanders fans, if you clicked onto this video, guess what I'm about to do? Praise Shedeur. He was marvelous. I don't want to sit up here and say it was shocking at how good he was. I was more so in awe that he was still able to play the way he played at Colorado at the next level. And I know people are still going to say this. Well, Matt, it's not really the NFL. Shut up. It's the NFL. I didn't think he was going to be able to get away with all that scrambling bullcrap he was doing at Colorado, but he did it tonight, and that's one thing I talked about in yesterday's video. I was looking forward to see if he was still going to scramble and if that would come back to bite him in the butt. Because we all know this. He holds on to the ball, I'm not going to say way too long, but a little bit too long. He needs to take his medicine, throw the ball out of bounds. That is the only knock I've ever had on his game. And I really thought in the NFL he wouldn't be able to get away with all that, running backwards like 10, 15, 20 yards. But tonight he did. And to me, the best way to summarize this performance, and I'm going to go more in depth in just a second, is he looked like Colorado Shedeur, but he's playing in a Browns uniform. He did look a little shaky early on. That is to be expected. I believe one of his receivers even dropped a pass, but after those first couple of drives, things were clicking and there was no looking back. These are his stats at halftime. 11 for 18, that's solid. 103 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and a rating of 113.9. I can't harp on this enough. This is the same guy who has been getting reps with the 2 and 3s. And what have all of you been saying in the comment section? Well, Matt, sure, he's been doing good in practice, but he's not doing it against the ones. He's playing the backups. Okay, here's my question to you. What do you have to say now? I'm curious. If you're a hater, you got to be sick to your stomach. There is nothing you can say. Nothing. If you hate Shedeur Sanders, which a lot of people do, or the Sanders family, the best thing you can do right now is, number 1, shut your mouth. And number 2, just eat a piece of humble pie. Shedeur, in my eyes, isn't just a good quarterback prospect. He's already a good quarterback. I'll give you a great example. You know how Anthony Richardson was a top 5 pick only a couple years ago? I'd take Shedeur currently over Anthony Richardson, even with the experience he has. And I would especially, do not get me started on this, I would especially take Shedeur Sanders over Tyler Show. How in the world? Nah, there's got to be a study done. Something ain't right. How in the world did the Saints pick Tyler Show over Shedeur Sanders? That guy sucks. He's absolute bunzos. But getting back on track here with Shedeur, I loved his pocket presence tonight. That was always great at Colorado, so I wasn't really looking forward to that. As far as it goes for how comfortable he looked, if I had to grade him on a scale 1 to 10, I'd give him an 8. I thought he'd be a little more skittish, would press a little bit, but he didn't. His accuracy was really good, but he's one of the more accurate quarterbacks I've ever evaluated, especially at the college level. Didn't have a lot of deep balls, and he hit the checkdowns when he needed to. The touchdown passes were great. He did put the ball in harm's way a couple of times, but it's the NFL. That's to be expected. This isn't college football, guys. You're not going to throw 40 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. The defense is 10 times better. You got the best cornerbacks, defensive back safeties in the world out there. They're going to pick you off. If you do want me to point out a negative and nitpick, and I'm talking about this is really nitpicking, he'll work on this, but I still don't like how when he scrambles, number 1, it's backwards, which can result in a disastrous play. You're talking about if it's 1st and 10, and he does all that run around and scramble, and it goes from 2nd and 10 if you were to throw the ball out of bounds to 2nd and 25 or 2nd and 30, something like that, and you have no choice but to punt the ball away. The chances of you converting a first down when it's 2nd and 25 or longer, slim to none. I still think he needs to work on that. He didn't have a disastrous play tonight, but the potential was there sometimes. When you're playing in the regular season, those edge rushers, they're going to get a hold of you. Shedeur's an athletic guy, but he ain't that athletic. Those guys are freaks, man, I'm telling you. So I'd like to see this out of him. When he looks at option number 1, shakes him off, then proceeds to look at option 2, shakes him off. You glance at option 3, and if he's not open right away, this is the NFL. You got to throw it away, scramble forward, fall down, take the 2 or 3 yard sack, something like that. And let me throw this in there. You know who's also really bad at that? Caleb Williams. He at USC got away with it, but in the NFL, it's just not going to happen many times. When you are a quarterback in the National Football League, there's only 32 of these jobs. It's not about how many great plays can you make. It's about how many disastrous plays you can avoid. I thought Shedeur, number one, did a very good job of avoiding the terrible and, like I'm saying, disastrous plays. And number two, he made some unreal and amazing plays, which is the cherry on top. You don't expect that. It's just a bonus. For the sake of this video, if Shedeur were to become the starter, the Browns don't need him to go out here and perform like 2012 Texas A&M Johnny Manziel or nothing like that. No. Hand the ball off, play action, hit the guys you're supposed to, do your part. Or like one of my former coaches used to tell us, play your role. The Browns do not need Shedeur Sanders to be like a Patrick Mahomes. No. That's just pushing it. Hit your open receivers, hit your checkdowns, throw the ball out of bounds, and that's pretty much it. He was so good tonight, man, so good. I could sit up here for the next 15, 20 minutes ranting and raving on it. You get the point. You saw it. The performance speaks for itself. And I'm going to go back to this. I can't get over his pocket presence. It's beautiful. It's a sight to see. I really enjoy watching it, and I would say that's one of his best traits, but it's also one of his worst. And it goes back to what I'm saying, holds onto the ball a little bit too long. But I do like how he'll stay in the pocket till the and I'm talking about the very, very, very last second. Good touch on all of his passes tonight. He had a couple that I thought he should have made. They were easy passes, but you can't make them all. Even Steph Curry's going to miss a wide open three-pointer. All in all, for the performance, I mean, you really can't ask for much more. 14 for 23, you'll take that. 138, 2 touchdowns. And he was in control of the game. What was funny, though, is when they were interviewing him after, he actually said, well, the reporter asked him if he had a message to his pops, Coach Prime, shout out to Deion Sanders. And Shedeur actually said, yeah, sorry, Pops, I didn't get it done, should have played better. That is crazy that Shedeur doesn't even think he played good, but if you watch the game like I did, I thought it was amazing. And here's the thing. I know people, it doesn't matter what MattBeGreat's, some random dude, says, they're still going to continue to hate on him. And if you want to do that, that's your right. You can do so. But I'm here to tell you right now, you can hate this guy as much as you want. He is going to succeed. Period. The end. One of my favorite phrases in this life is this right here. Been saying it on the channel for years. Winners win and losers lose. Can't make it up. Can't explain it. Can't dumb it down. It's just how life is. Winners in this life are somehow, somebody always going to find a way to win, and losers, vice versa. They're always going to find a way to lose. Shedeur is the ultimate competitor that's not going to be denied. I don't want to sit up here and call him the chosen one, but golly, he's kind of looking like it. As far as it goes for what's next for the Browns, don't know. I can tell you this much, though, their quarterback room and situation just got 10 times more dicier than it was 3 to 4 hours ago. I'll end the video off with this. Great performance yet again to Shedeur Sanders. I don't have too much more to add, but I am curious. Let me know your thoughts on this game down below. But